everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today we'll see one of the more dangerous passing offenses. The Browns are top 10 in passing TDs, and they go up against the Jets defense that will need to be on its game. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Guyton. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're a backup to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo's that.
Here we go now.
On first down, Garoppolo. And incomplete to open things up. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that'll bring up second down. And a look now at the starting offense for the Browns.
Corey Coleman is indeed explosive. The first receiver drafted in 2016. I was drawn to his ball skills while he was at Baylor, meaning anything that's downfield, he's the guy that usually figures out how to get up and get it before the defensive back can react. And then when he gets back down on the ground with the football, look out. His run after catch, usually very impressive.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And a look now at how the Jets line up defensively.
I always enjoy watching Sheldon Richardson on tape because he lines up in a variety of places. Defensive tackle, defensive end, sometimes even inside linebacker. I think he's at his best with his hand on the ground because he has elite leverage and able to get past opposing blockers because they can't get low enough to stop him.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo now. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping,
and Crowell lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He's now lost fumbles in back-to-back weeks, and, of course, you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That hurt him.
Hurt him in a big way, and it is so key to take care of the ball because, remember, the team making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball, lock it away, high and tight, as you often hear from running back coaches. 4 points of pressure, fingertips, forearm, biceps, sternum, or chest. Put it away.
First carry now. This is Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end in Njoku. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah, I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
Two seconds to go, first quarter. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, they run with Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Here we go now. 3-19.
3rd and long. It's Peterman. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Danny Shelton in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be 4th down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well. A lot for the Saps.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Again, it's Crowell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second down, Peterman. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. More from Cleveland after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with Larry Ridley for highlights and analysis of our first half of play. Now, not too many highlights yet, at least in terms of scoring plays, that is.
Yeah, but hang in there. We might get something these last 2 minutes.
On second down, here's Peterman. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First and 10, it's Peterman. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10, Peterman again. They set up the screen to Hill. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing once more, Peterman. Underneath here to Hill. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Garoppolo on first down. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Garoppolo again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And now it's second down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Let's go. Blue 90.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gonzalez puts this one through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. Both the Browns and the Jets haven't had a reliable run game so far. The push up front has not been there, and you have to give credit to both defenses on that front. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Now 3rd and 8. Garoppolo is going to complete the pass, and he'll be tackled at their own 39-yard line. A fumble with later in the drive. Browns have it midway through 1. Garoppolo is going to find his mark, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to their own 33-yard line. First and 10. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he'll make it all the way down to the 4-yard line before being tackled. So that'll do it from our EA Sports Studios. Let's get you back up to Cleveland as we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Some pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On second down, here's Crowell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it third and goal. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Another stop on third down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the third quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Peterman on second down. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On first down, Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They've been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Now it's Peterman. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. And how about the Bears? They're up right now to this point. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They go play action with Peterman. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking sideline, incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Let's go! Over!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is Crowell on the catch. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So this brings up a 2nd and 2.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Play action. Garoppolo. Room here to run. And he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to wind up in air. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
Now Garoppolo. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Here's Crowell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will make our score 9-0. So that's a big one there. It's his third field goal of the game, and a 2-score lead's got to feel pretty good right about now.
And while they're not free and clear yet, you're right. Now this defense can go out knowing that it's going to take more than one big play to catch them.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. On the return, it's Jalen Marshall. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A dump off now to Hill. And now running right through it. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing now is Peterman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
They'll run on first down. Hill, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Again, it's Hill. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hill. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They run. It's Hill going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Browns are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Browns, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, They dipped to 2-5 now with the loss, and they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're